finally got this up here. It's still not totally done because we have to put blocks on either end here to keep the center section here from raising up from a wave hitting it from underneath. And we also have to put some blocks down here along the edge, and then over on that end on the edge and back over there. But in any case, getting everything, I never realized how critical it was to get these boats absolutely standing straight up and down, and we have them propped up at the back so that we know they're sitting at the same height back there. There's a little bit of difference up front, but in order to get these blocks on the deck that you sit the cross beams on, to get them flat, you have to have the boat totally square, like we showed doing, measuring from corner to corner and corner to corner and moving a little bit and then doing corner to corner and corner to corner again. We've got the sections along the side of the house here that's holding up this side, and then naturally the center section from here over to right over there, same width on that side, is also what's holding this side of the side decks. Hi, welcome to our deck top chat here.
Platform chat.
Platform, whatever it is. This is
On the motor.
She's the motor, yeah. We got the support beam for this side and that side.
Side platform support.
Say it again.
Side platform support.
Side platform support beam. And we've got it screwed on. We don't have it glued and screwed yet, but trying to get everything lined up has been a major task. This has been the most challenging part of the whole boat build. I mean, the hulls were a piece of cake. The cabins were a piece of cake. The deck was a piece of cake. But getting these beams to line up and be flat on those two blocks over there, or the socket they call it, and these two over here, and those two up there, and those two, and the two in the very front, has been a bear. Every time that we work on this, we don't have room to leave it set up all the time. We have to square it up like you saw in the previous video. We do measure from side, you know, that
Corner
bow,
to corner.
yeah, corner to corner to
Bow to stern.
bow to stern on opposite hulls. And you keep doing that until you get it exactly right. We do have the skegs sitting on a couple blocks back here so that we know. Yeah, steer that way, steer that way. So that we know that that end at least is the same height. And our little roly-poly dollies that we've got these things sitting on for moving around, with all the moving them back and forth and everything, it seems like we're wearing the little wheels on them a little bit so that they don't always line up straight like they should. So we've hung a string with a bolt on it at the end of each hull so that you can see that that string is going straight up and down for vertically for the stem. And it's really important that when you're lining all this stuff up, that you get it as square as possible, get the hulls standing straight up and down, and make sure they're not cockeyed. But anyhow, as you can see, it's a good sized area here. I think what is it, 6 by 6, something like that. give or take.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take, 6x6. Anyhow, we have intentions of, you've got the cabins here, plus at night we could set up a small tent here. And I'm still thinking about the motor here, possibly putting beams back underneath here and mounting the motor just back another, that'd be almost 2 feet. But then again, we wouldn't have this hole here letting bugs in if we got a tent sitting there. So, anyhow, that's it for today. And these are the platform support beams that are underneath the platform that hold it up on the cabin sides. Okay, you're looking at alternate plan B of where we're going to continue working on the boat. We're going to leave it assembled now. But this wasn't the first choice. We moved the Tiki out here underneath
Our boat port.
Yeah, our boat port, carport, whatever you want to call it. We took the other 2 boats that were out here, our Caledonia Yawl and our Melon Seed, and put them under the tent. We tried to put this together underneath the tent, and it's just
For at least 3 hours.
Yeah, and I bent the poles out and everything on the sides, and it still wouldn't fit. Still didn't fit, so we put it out here. This is one of our least favorite places to do it, even though it is a hard roof. Don't ever make the mistake of buying one of these metal carports, because it rains in Florida especially, because it rains in here from humidity every morning. If we come out here, we cover everything up with a tarp still, but there's drip lines that are all the way down here, and all it does is capture the dust in the air and everything that Florida has going for it. But it's nice weather usually. But other than that, it is 6 foot by 7 foot is the deck here roughly. So let's see, there's something else I wanted to say, but I forget what it was. You remember what it was?
I interrupted you, huh?
No, my mind went away.
Let's still put a tarp on this one while it's out here.
Yeah. Let's see. I remembered what it was. When we brought it out here, I told you that whenever we set it up out there in the garage, when we're trying to get everything level and everything, that we squared it up every time. But once you're putting the beams on here, they tell you pretty quick, especially the one at the front side of the cabin and the aft side of the cabin here, you can just line up the lines across the back. That'll tell you if you've got your hulls all cockeyed or whatever. In any case, it's a lot easier to put together once you get past the building stage, and it doesn't have to be absolutely level or whatever. Now when we put it in the water, we may have to retighten the lashings, just simply because if it's not sitting level, there will be a small gap at the blocks. But once we get it in the water, retighten the lashings that are associated with it, it'll be fine. So not nearly as time consuming as what it is when you're building it. Anything to add? Come on, Ed. I don't know whether I'd actually shown a picture of the cabin tops on the hull. We still have to put a piece of metal on here so that it'll lift up, and you can it'll sit at different angles or whatever. But in any case, that's the plan. And it'll be fastened underneath, that it'll slide back and forth.
Bang, bang, boom. How you like that?